The Pacific Ocean is the backdrop for the 2007 Buick Invitational, contested over 2 courses. It is Tiger Woods who everyone has come to see. The galleries want to see Tiger take his 7th consecutive PGA Tour victory home this week. 3 of the top 6 in the world are in the field, but it is the world #1 who has his eyes focused on the prize. The 2007 Buick Invitational is next.
Absolutely incredible.
See the right club today. Yes.
Go in. Oh! There it is. 59. The best final round ever. Oh my!
Welcome to this edition of PGA Tour Classic, the 2007 Buick Invitational. This week's Buick Invitational marks the much-anticipated 2007 debut of the world #1 Tiger Woods. The defending champion arrives at Torrey Pines riding a streak of 6 consecutive PGA Tour victories to close out his '06 season, tying his own mark from '99 and 2000, the second longest winning streak in PGA Tour history. If past performance is any indication, the odds are good that come Sunday, Woods will extend that streak to 7. In 9 professional starts at Torrey Pines, Woods has never failed to crack the top 10, and his 4 victories there are the most of all time.
The new golf course there at Torrey Pines South is very difficult. 12 through 15 are some of the toughest golf holes we'll play all year. It's a very tough test. You could host the U.S. Open there any day of the week.
Torrey Pines will host the 2008 U.S. Open, where the par 5 18th on the South course will be converted to a par 4. First round action begins with Brandt Snedeker trying to steal the spotlight from Tiger Woods. We join the action at the par 5 finishing hole, Woods' 9th hole. He's going for the green in 2 on the North course, and he rattles the flagstick. Up at the green, Woods is left with this short putt for an eagle 3. He sinks it and he moves to 3 under as he heads to the back 9. Brandt Snedeker off to a phenomenal start. He is 8 under through 8 holes. He gets his 7th birdie of the day and makes the turn 9 under. Ahead to the par 5 first hole. And he's going for it in 2, taking dead aim. His ball rolls up on the green, and he makes birdie.
Now to number 9, and Tiger Woods, his 2nd to the par 5.
216 yards, made a last-minute change from 4 to 5 iron, and Nick, I think he was thinking 3 here as well.
Yeah, he's going up to have a dollar with you before it lands.
Ahead to the green at 9.
Tiger for his eagle.
I'll have a dollar with you, Kelly. He's going to make it. Oh, surprise, surprise. We knew, as you said, you could smell that one down the last. You could smell an eagle 3.
Snedeker, eyeing a 59 at one point, is now set to tie the course record of 61 as he lines up this birdie putt at 9.
10 under par on his round. Par 72 at the North course. He has a chance to shoot his personal low score in golf, Nick.
We had an amazing moment on the 10th green. He was putting for a stay up, turn in. Oh, well done.
He just tied Mark Brooks' course record of 61. Mark Brooks did it all the way back in 1990, 17 years later.
What an amazing night with 10 holes. He had a putt to go 11 under after 10. So the odds on getting that again in your lifetime are slim. So enjoy that feeling.
Well, we know Gary Player can shoot his age, but Brandt Snedeker nearly did it on his outward 9 today at 26 years old. He shot 27.
Snedeker's play shows that the North course is vulnerable this week as he takes a 2-shot lead into the 2nd round. In 2003, Tiger Woods took 2 months off, but came back stronger than ever. Woods opened the front side with birdies on 3 of his first 6 holes. For the week, Tiger admitted it took a few rounds for him to find a comfort zone with all the areas of his game. But in Tiger fashion, he took advantage of his strengths and capitalized on the par 5s and only had just 1 bogey each day. Tiger's 4-stroke victory was his 35th career win, and he was only 26 years old. Second round action commences in San Diego, California. Torrey Pines' mystique and elegance rivals the best courses on tour. Boasting dramatic coastline views above the sandy shores of the Pacific, Tiger Woods is playing his second round on the South Course. He would make birdie at 6 and move to 6 under.
The 7th hole, Brent Snedeker had 218 yards on his second shot. If you miss it and short side yourself like he has here, you really got trouble.
Always needs to go to Scotland to practice that a few more times.
This would be a good birdie. It was a very difficult hole, 3rd most difficult on the course yesterday. Good aggressive stroke, lovely rhythm. Thank you very much. Perfect tee shot, safe second, and brush it in. 6 back.
There's Charlie Wee at 13. How about that, Sandy? Pretty special. Charlie to double figures.
To 15. This is Tiger Woods.
Second shot, 145, went from the left and maybe back into him a hair. Looks like 9-iron.
Pin is on, said it's on 18. There's a little ridge at 17. So they, oh, hang on. Oy.
The errant approach results in a bogey for Woods.
To the 17th.
Kevin Sutherland. Changing the grip style for him, it appears. Difficult putt down the hill, and this is an exceptional putt. Tricky hole location, very slippery, and he moves to 8 under par. It's a tie for 5th place at the moment. Beautiful hole.
Brad Snedeker for birdie. Snedeker moves to 13 under par, leads by 3 over Charlie Wee, who's also playing the South Course. 2 under on his round today.
And here's Charles Howell III.
Sneaking up, played beautifully in Hawaii. Just a couple of poor drives on the back 9 cost him, so may be able to get away with that this week.
Augusta native.
17.
And Tiger's second shot. Strong wind from the left-hand side now. 166 yards remaining to the hole, Peter.
It's a big 8, Jerry.
I don't think it's a big one for him with the wind helping from the left.
That's a little helping, okay.
Very little room, short and right.
It would take Tiger 2 putts from there, and he remains at 6 under.
To 17.
DJ Brigman. His approach. Just over 150 yards for him.
Oh,
beautifully done. A little slope against the player, so they can stop the ball quickly and spin it back.
The New Mexico native makes birdie. To the par 5 18th. Is Woods laying up?
Well, he's got a wood in his hands, Tiger does.
Yeah, he's got the 5 wood. So how about this? Stay tuned for this one. This is got to be 100% perfect. Oh, that was not quite 100% perfect, Tiger. Oh, that's a rare one. And that'll make the highlights. That'll make... oh, hang on. Well, that'll make the 10 top shots of the day, won't it? Tiger hits a top. Well, there's a first.
And on the North Course, Charles Howell III on his finishing hole.
Oh, go Charlie.
Howell makes birdie and is within 3 shots of Snedeker's lead.
And Tiger Woods trying to clean up his par after seeing a lot more of this hole than he had planned.
.36 rounds around Torrey Pines. He's only shot over par 1 time.
I hope you got some good questions for him, Jerry, if he misses this. Oh, yes, sneaks it in. Well did. Good save. Wow.
So Woods finishes the day with an even par 72. Not on the first page of the leaderboard, but not for long. Welcome back to PGA Tour Classic. The third round has taken flight and the leaderboard is filled with unlikely challengers. Brandt Snedeker shot a blistering 61, and Charles Howell III is giving chase, along with Tiger Woods. Out to the play, and Snedeker for birdie to move to 12 under.
Over the ninth, Snedeker out of Tennessee for birdie, and that gives him 3 birdies on the day against 4 bogeys and only 2 pars. He regains the sole lead with that putt. We're 14 now. Tiger.
This is his birdie putt after an approach from about 128 yards.
No. Oh, I was about to give it the birdie call there, Peter.
Well, I tell you what, it's been kind of a day like that for Tiger. He's statistically, he has not hit very many fairways, but on the other hand, he hasn't missed them by very much. And same with his putter.
He failed to birdie the par 5 13th, which you kind of count those usually as a given 4. What happened to him?
He drove it in the right bunker off the tee and then flared his 5 wood out to the right. Really had no chance.
All right, at 10, Snedeker. Oh, was the birdie bid.
A good effort there. Straight up the hill, left himself a lovely chance. We got some sort of mixed vegetables on the greens here. Little salad of Poa Annua and the bent. It hasn't quite sort of filled in. Let's go over to 12.
Yeah, where there's only been 4 birdies today. Here's Andrew Buckle for the 5th, and Buckle moves to 11 under par. Off the Nationwide Tour last year, where he finished 13th, had 1 win.
Back at 11 now, Charles Howell with his 3 or 4 footer for his par.
Not much break in this. And these greens, I mean, they're very difficult, always difficult to hole out here on the West Coast, whether it's Pebble Beach or here at Torrey Pines. And we are going to see probably more of that in the next couple of days. It'll be the person, I think, that can make it from 2.5 feet that will end up winning this event.
To 16.
It'll be Tiger Woods.
Well, if Tiger's going to make a hole-in-one, he's going to do it with a 3-iron.
A little stinger.
This is well left. He was trying to set it left and cut it and double-crossed himself.
Yep. But the advantage of that, being able to shape a left or right shot in, is he'll have a lot of green to work with. Here's Charles Howell. What's he got, David?
Well, over on the right edge of the fairway, he has just over 200 yards.
He's gone back to working with his original coach, David Ledbetter.
6-iron. Trying to hold that against this breeze, and it's just drifting off on him.
You can see in his downswing, he got stuck a little on top, a little steeper than he usually does.
Howell records back-to-back bogeys.
This is all grind right now for Tiger Woods.
So he's got a little downhill hooky putt. That's probably trying to gather speed as it goes.
Give it to him.
An excellent par save at 16. Woods remains 9 under.
And at the 12th, Snedeker trying to save what would be a miraculous par.
A little right to left, a little up the hill. Keep some pace on it. That's an up and down.
Yeah, he's been rolling the tables all week. What a start. He shot 27 on his opening 9, the back 9 on the north course. Only 2 other players in PGA Tour history have shot 9 under for 9 holes.
Ahead to the par 5 closing hole on the south course.
At the 18th, an interesting little choice of clubs here, Nick. Tiger.
That's very little loft. That might be a little 4-iron. He's just going to try and land that. Just, well, not even on the green. Yeah, yard on. See it like a putt.
Yeah, the slope right now.
And now it will gather speed and release. Oh, it's not going to. He's going to leave himself absolutely the last thing he wanted to leave himself.
Snedeker.
Quite a battle as to these last few holes. Who's going to end up playing with Tiger?
Look at this. Never a doubt.
Or who's going to be leading?
61 in the first round, out in 27 for his first 9, and looking very confident.
Snedeker did not take advantage of moving day as he moved backwards, but is still tied for the lead. Quinney, Buckle, Snedeker, and Woods. One of these names is not like the others. Believe it or not, they are all in contention on Sunday, but only one knows the drill. Woods hopes to turn in another bogey-free round as he did on Friday. Woods is at the precipice of winning 7 straight tour events. Final round action now. In 1945, Byron Nelson won 11 straight tournaments. In 48, Ben Hogan won 6 straight. In 2000, Woods captured 6 straight titles as well, and is close to winning 7 straight in 07. To the final round of play, an early highlight from Jeff Quinney, who played this tricky second shot at the par 3 8th hole. An all-round good putt, and he is 13 under. Back to the par 4 4th hole. Woods' drive is center cut, and he only has eyes for the flag. Ahead to the green, where Tiger has 8 feet left for birdie. Down it goes, and Woods is 11 under, 2 under on the day. Let's catch up and see how Quinney did earlier in his round at the par 5 6th hole. This improbable eagle putt from long range, and he rams it in the back of the cup, and he is obviously elated. Then at the par 4 7th, after striping his drive, Quinney plays this short iron onto the green. He would make the kick-in birdie, and with that birdie at 8, Jeff Quinney is trying to build an insurmountable lead over Tiger Woods. Is that possible? Tiger in a spot of bother at the par 4 7th. He has this left to save par. Not even close, so he drops a shot and is now 3 shots off the pace. Time for redemption.
At the 8th, and this is a birdie bid for Tiger.
Well, it's about time we made the move. And here it comes.
Didn't take long to get back the shot. He dropped at the 7th. Now 2 back of Quinney and Buckle. Down to the par 5 9th hole.
And Charles Howell is getting ready to play his second.
He's got a full 294 yards to the hole, 284 to the front.
And he players, if they don't feel they can slip it onto the front of the green, they're going to try and lay up to their perfect pitch shot distance, and that is going to be a good line into the cup for Howell.
The two-time tour winner makes par at 9.
To the 8th.
And Snedeker about to play his second here at the par 3.
Really simple little chip.
Well, he doesn't waste any time, does he?
Snedeker has to settle for a par 3.
Number 9.
On its way from 275 yards, Tiger Woods easily able to reach this green distance-wise.
And beautifully done. Yesterday's round he was flag high in 2 but way left. Did not make a birdie, but that is beautifully played.
See Quinney with the second shot at the 10th.
Sit down there. Oh, did well. Very brave onto the back edge.
Well, let's go back over to 9.
Tiger Woods with a great eagle opportunity. 2 eagles in round 1 on the North course. Eagled 9 and 18 in his 66 to open. Of course, Snedeker had a 61, so that was distracting everybody. But Tiger has a great chance here, Peter.
Oh, it's a wonderful chance. You know, it's going to move a little bit to his left, but there's no real worries about speed.
We've seen it so many times. Watch how still he stays over the putt. Head doesn't move until the ball's gone. Lovely rhythmic swing. Out of the way, caddies, please. Thank you very much. Had a bogey. Really aggravated him at number 7. Birdie 2, eagle 3. Tied for the lead.
I mean, just how perfect were those 3 shots.
3 birdies and an eagle for Woods, and he's out in 32 on Sunday. Just another day in the office, putting extreme pressure on all of his co-workers. It's an exclusive club in golf, and only 3 players have gained membership. In 1945, Byron Nelson won 11 straight tournaments. 3 years later, his Texas buddy, Ben Hogan, compiled his own streak of 6. That stretch was not matched until the new millennium by none other than Tiger Woods. From late 1999 to early 2000, Tiger went on a tear. He debuts his year with the same scenario from 7 years ago. He's won 6 straight official events, including 2 majors. Will history be rewritten? Will Tiger continue the streak at Torrey Pines? Now that Tiger Woods is in a front-running position, he's in his comfort zone. Can he be stopped? We send it out to Jim Nance with the call.
Meanwhile, back on the 9th, 3rd shot there, Buckle.
Oh, he likes that, isn't it? The super lob.
At 43 yards, that's a tremendous shot because he was out of position.
Buckle makes birdie.
On the 9th green, Snedeker's birdie opportunity.
And he has putted beautifully all week. Really kept himself in the game yesterday. Putts around this length. This one is going to turn a little bit from his right.
Pretty quick rhythm over the ball, chipping and putting, isn't it, David?
Well, it's pretty much everything. You know, he is ready to go.
He looks
And then
very
he gets over it.
He looks comfortable in this position, doesn't he?
He does. He really enjoyed himself yesterday, despite you know, a couple of very high tension moments.
To number 10.
All right, set it up for us out there, Peter Costas.
Everything's perfect for a 130-yard cut pitching wedge.
With a lot of spin.
The two-putt par keeps Tiger one off Buckle's lead. 2-11.
Mark Calcavecchia is now 11 under par.
And Calc, a former tour caddy, within 3 shots of the lead.
Draw on the good feelings anyway. Back to Tiger.
Yeah. 6-time junior world champion. To match Buckle.
No, look at that first yard. It hopped and screwed left.
The lead is still one, held by the man from Queensland, Australia. 3 players are 1 shot back, including Charles Howell III, who is at the par 4 10th, putting for his 3rd birdie in 5 holes. And he gets it. Back in the fairway at 10.
Our tournament leader, Andrew Buckle.
Sand wedge. Just 104 yards.
Ian Baker Finch, he's from your part of Australia. What a superb shot.
The Aussie makes back-to-back birdies to extend the lead.
Let's go to 11.
I think Tiger should try it, Nick.
Ooh, wow.
Nice, Tiger.
Oh, goodness. What about this, Finchy?
Doesn't want to go left.
He's looking way.
He's double crossed there, trying to cut it in there.
Look at that little distraction at 12.
That's a bird's eye view. Jeff Quinney, his 3rd from a little over 100 feet.
Oh, I wonder.
A stub.
I wonder if he caught that out of the corner of his eye and he just should have backed off and started again. Oh, it's those little things. That's what, when you're under pressure, it's stopping yourself and resetting the button and making a new decision and then go again. That's what you learn from experience.
Woods gets relief from the path, and he has to drop not once but twice before playing his 2nd shot at 11.
Now the trick is to land it on top of one of those clumps of grass, let it roll away where you can't stand, and then place it on the clump of grass.
Well called. You drop it twice.
And he failed on that. That's sitting there. Oh, he's having another go.
Now, Nick, you used to practice dropping the ball.
Yeah, over my shoulder. You're right.
You did, didn't you? You put like a tape, an X on the ground, and to try to land it in the right spot.
Where'd you get that one from?
You know, I saw your back garden at Wentworth.
It was the velocity of the landing I was working on.
And you're dropping it from like farther up than most
the
people.
blimp.
Troy Madison is getting ready to play his bunker shot from the right side of the green right now. As Tiger looks over his situation.
Troy Madison was struggling today, 1 over par through his first 10 holes, back at 8 under total. Now, Tiger's got a little bit of an upslope. He's got the lob wedge opened up. Nice firm ground underneath. Ball sitting nicely because he got a chance to place it where he originally dropped the ball, where it landed. I wouldn't be surprised here, Peter, to see him sort of flight this up nice and high and spin it in there pretty close.
Absolutely.
Look at that face. You could rest a glass of red wine on there quite easily, couldn't you? Very nicely done for Tiger. And Brandt Snedeker set to go here from that left-hand bunker.
Not too tough a shot. A little bit in the upslope.
Yeah, these guys expect to get them within 5 feet every time, David, don't they?
Yeah, he's not over the moon with that one.
Snedeker saves par.
As we go ahead to 12.
Way back there to Charlie Howell, 2nd shot. What's he got, Peter?
He's got 218 yards into a freshening breeze. And I might say getting a little chillier, too. So this is going to play probably close to 230.
And Howell is not short by any stretch of the imagination. Really looking looking forward to this pairing today. He and Tiger are good friends. A beautiful shot by Charles Howell,
which results in a birdie, and he moves to 11 under.
Head over to 13.
And Quinney's very awkward third shot. 2 off the lead now. Essential to have birdie opportunities, good birdie opportunities. The par 5 is coming in 13 and 18.
Look at that. Stay there.
He liked it. He knew he'd hit it well.
Quinney would settle for a 5.
We'll go to the 12th.
Tiger scouting this birdie bid, and thoughts for Tiger in the U.S. Open as Elin will be due around that time of what might happen.
I thought it was due the British Open, Bobby. Because if he, hopefully the baby becomes British Open and I can play and I can win.
Well, Tiger, every shot he plays in golf, he plays as if it's got new possibilities. Draw to a stroke of the lead. It's perfect speed.
With a new swing and renewed confidence in 2005, second-ranked Tiger Woods eyed the #1 ranking he'd owned for more than 5 years. The battle for #1 continued at the '05 Buick Invitational. The weather mirrored the logjam at the top of the world rankings, but it would be Tiger Woods who would emerge from the fog. Some credited the new consistency in his swing that he's been reworking in the off-season of 2004. Tiger's 106 putts for the week was the 6th best total of his career.
Andrew Buckle, 24-year-old rookie by way of Australia, has the advantage at the moment here in the final round by 2 over Tiger Woods and Jeff Quinney with his second shot at the 14th.
No room to work with. If he's thinking well, I would have gone middle of green. Yeah, I think that's, even if you hit the shot over that trap, how are you going to stop it from bouncing, going over the back edge? And it's all burnt over there, and it could just go into the hazard.
Meanwhile, over at 12.
Difficult shot for Buckle.
And he went for a massive lob here.
Oh my goodness. Now he's brought 6 into the equation, David.
Oh, absolutely. 5 is a very good score from down there. And that shot, I must say, very surprised to see him go for that.
A debacle for Buckle. He drops 2 at 12.
Now let's go to 13.
And I'll report that Calcavecchia made his return putt for a birdie. Tiger Woods ready.
218 yards downwind. This is a 5-iron.
Well, you have to miss this shot to the right if you're going to miss it. It's going to gather a little bit to the left, maybe not down into the swale. It's going to be downhill, then uphill, and then flat at the end, and he knows it's no routine 2-putt from there.
Let's go to 14.
And one of the 3 leaders, Quinney. Oh boy. Amazing how it happens. No idea that Buckle is falling to pieces over at 12. Quinney at the same time about to give shots away while Tiger's ready to grab this tournament by the throat.
This is a Six Flags roller coaster ride here. It's going to drop about 2.5 feet down to the bottom of the swale and then climb back up another 2.5 feet.
You'd think anything within maybe 4 feet would be an excellent putt.
Yeah, but this is Tiger Woods, and I would expect that he'd be inside of 4 feet.
Watch the rhythm and the head still. He's getting a snag up the hill. Right left foot. What a putt! It could have gone in. What a phenomenal putt. Doesn't even have to think about the next one. He's made a birdie. And guess what? He's leading.
Shocking. Tiger Woods in the lead coming down the final stretch. What will he do next?
14.
Talking about his phone call to Peyton last Sunday to congratulate him for steering the Colts to that incredible comeback win. He had the LaDainian Tomlinson in his gallery. Did Tiger earlier this week, the league MVP this year. Here's his second shot at 14.
Coming off a really burnt light.
Woods would convert the sand save.
Let's go to 15.
Second shot for Jeff Quinney here at the difficult par 4.
A terrible break for Quinney, but he salvages a par.
And we go back over to the 14th. Peter Costas.
Really needs to hit a high spinny shot. It's doable.
Wait a minute.
You mean he does it like that, Peter? You see, there's the slight difference between Quinney and Tiger. Can you spot it?
His surgeon-like hands allow for another sand save.
16.
Jeff Quinney. Oh, I was going to say the last par 3 he played in the final round of a PGA Tour event was last week. He had a hole-in-one on the 176-yard 17th.
The 14th. Brant Snedeker sneaks it in.
Well, he must have made 30 of those this week.
Sure seems it.
Yeah, it really is. He's putted great.
Ahead to a precarious situation for Woods.
We're over at 15 now with Tiger's second, and the rough doesn't look too good there, Peter.
It is not. He has 185 yards. He can muscle it up on the front edge of the green. I don't think there's any problem with that. He has a 7-iron.
The tree not an issue?
Tree's not an issue.
Tends to struggle on this hole quite a bit. Big hazard down the left. It's better right than left, that's for sure. Anywhere left of the flag is good from this position. Bad luck there.
No problem. He would get another sand save.
Selected an 8-iron.
162 yards. He likes the look of it. Oh, nicely done. Better than nice. Wow, Charles Howell with a tap in here for a birdie to go to 13 under, and Tiger Woods with some work to do. Maybe he'll drop back to 13.
Not likely, but within the realm of possibility.
16.
Tiger's known to try anything at least once, but I don't know about trying to go for this flag. Nick Valdo, what do you think?
Yeah, I think he will. He hits his little draw. I think you're trying to, you know, this hole sets up for the draw. Everything turns that way, but as I said, he's got that ridge to work with. I think he might go for the little stinger, try and land it, you know, 10 yards short of the pin and bump it over the ridge.
3-iron.
Certainly turned it over.
Well, this is high, and he lost it out to the right with a 3-iron just a little bit.
That's the place to miss it, in the heart of the green.
Woods cards his third straight par.
Back to 15.
Now he's putting this one for par to stay 2 back of Tiger.
Get it in there quick before it moves any further away.
That's right. It's a pretty steep hill there, isn't it, David?
Wow.
Oh. That might have rattled him, that's for sure, but he's always quick.
That is expensive at this stage of the game.
17.
Charles Howell, second shot.
Going with a 9-iron for 162.
He uses so little club for what seems to be a lot of yardage, and he didn't want to go over. That was the wrong club. No automatic 2-putt from there.
Yeah, that pin is dangled right on the edge of 2 little cliffs, doesn't it, Oosty?
Yeah, a little plateau back right.
Tiger also going with a 9-iron.
Yeah, I agree, Peter. He can definitely squeeze this in just right of the stick.
watching it closely. A little murmur. He knew it.
Is that right? A yard right? Okay.
He knew it, didn't he, Nick?
Yeah, he could see it. He gave himself a comfort zone of a yard, and you know, he just lasered it there.
And now the conclusion of PGA Tour Classic. Charles Howell III trying to set up his 5th birdie opportunity of the back 9 at the 18th.
This could force Tiger's hand. He's got 246 yards.
You better keep it in the air. Oh, what a great goal shot. What a shot.
Well, he's got a long one, but it'll be a bit at eagle nonetheless. What's the yardage over there, Peter Casas, for Tiger?
He's got 237, but he has an iron in his hand.
Yeah,
he is laying up.
Yeah, he has to lay up now because he knows if he... Howell will make a 4. He knows he's just got to knock it down the fairway, wedge it in there, spin it, control the spin, give himself a shot at 4. 5 at the worst. 5 at the worst, still wins.
That's all he wanted right there, splashing it out. This little third shot with that up front hole location. We have seen a few dunks here today watching the play. We don't expect anything like that here.
I don't expect a dunk, Jim, but the only drama could be if he hits a mega spinner and pulls it whizzing back off the front and it comes down. You know, it backs itself up against a really tough lie, something like that. But, you know, this is what Steve and Tiger will be discussing. He'll play a little rotating arms, soft arms, you know, wedge.
Well, and plus he's in the first cut, so that'll take a little bit of the spin off. He has 107 yards left.
What's that, Pete? He's like 54 degree in this temperature?
I would think, yeah. He doesn't like to force these. He has a wonderful sense of touch and trajectory control with these shots, and that's how he controls his distance.
Yeah, he knows he can pitch that. He can pitch that 3-5 yards past the pin. There's a little upstroke. We've had plenty of balls come spinning back down. There's Mum.
Yep.
Checking in.
Always in red on Sunday. Swing for sun.
Nice place to put a waterfall. Spin. It's going to spin, but he gets. Oh, and it did sit down.
And there was, as you said, for just a moment, a little drama around that one.
It'd be wonderful if he could pull this off. He has a cushion over Calcavecchia, so you know, all to gain. He can run this. He can 3-putt this. So what? So I hope he knows that, so he can give this a run. Even though it's a quick putt, he can just maybe take a slightly lower line and somehow will it in there.
It looks like Tiger's ball comes to rest against a second collar. All right, let's look back over here at Charles' putt, and he was up here on the green as Tiger was playing his third shot, so he's had a long time to look this one over. And Peter Costas has the green side view of it. What do you see there, Peter?
Well, this is he has only one option. He has to find the high spot of the fall line and just put his ball right there. And if it comes off the ridge at the right point, he has an excellent chance of making it.
An eagle to tie.
Break. Stayed high. Stayed way too high. Never. Very difficult putt. He had to go right onto the edge. Kind of like a little knuckle in the green.
And again, you still have the 4 for Howell, 6 for Woods scenario. Again, how often out of 10 do you expect you're going to see Tiger in this situation, this shot, get it up and down? And don't tell me 10 out of 10. No, that's what you're tempted to say.
I'll go for 9 then.
I'll go for 9. That's great.
No, he's thinking about it. It's great. Look, he's got a couple of clubs. He's even got the putter now. I'm surprised you'd think of the putter.
Well, Nick, he had the putter with the toe
he has
turned
got
down.
the toe up. Oh, he's going to do it. VJ did that once, didn't he? And Freddie. Couples, he did that somewhere. And but no, I think that's a little.
But not on the 72nd hole.
It's a little bit too much. Yeah, I think he's going to. Yeah, I think he's going to go with the little belly 60. And he knows that crumbs. He can just. Maybe he just gets it on the green. 2-putt 5. But he'll do better than that. No, sorry, that would be 2-putt 6. I'm doing my maths wrong. No, he needs this up and down for 5.
Yeah, it's just skimming the top of the blades and just going to be.
Sure. No,
what do you think?
That look. Yeah, I'm not. He's not making a follow through on it. It's going to be a little stab.
Okay.
Stab and spin.
Well, that's 3 feet.
Stick with the routine. That gives. Wow. Tiger the breather.
Yep.
Catilda Woods looks on as her son makes history yet again.
Now Tiger to make it 7 straight wins.
And it's win 55.
Yes. That is now is the 2nd longest win streak in history on the PGA Tour. Hogan had once attained 6. Tiger had his 6th tournament win streak, which ended here in 2000 with a Mickelson victory. And now only the Nelson mark of 11 is in front of him.
Tiger Woods was flying high at the end of 2006. His 6 consecutive PGA Tour victories had fans wondering if Byron Nelson's 11 in a row was in jeopardy. Tiger's record 142 consecutive cuts made from 1998 to 2005 surpassed Lord Byron's previous record of 113. So when he teed it up at the 2007 Buick Invitational, Tiger had plenty on his mind. Defense of his Buick Invitational title and the streak. Missions accomplished. Congratulations, Tiger Woods, winner of the 2007 Buick Invitational, a PGA Tour Classic.